What's up, Sneaky Nation? Sneaky P here, back with all the news after Week 17 of our Tennessee Titans franchise. And as you can see, the Titans did not make the playoffs. The road struggles hurt us all season long, and we could not pick up a win in Week 17 against the Colts. A win there could have potentially put us in the playoffs. Instead, we fell to 8-8, 1-7 on the road this season. We did go 7-1 at home, but you have to find a way to win a game on the road if you want to compete in this league, and we're a young and experienced team, and we couldn't get it done. Let's go ahead and upgrade a few players here. We have a lot to do today. We need to check out all the stats, all the awards, everything like that, and then we'll probably have another playoff news video as well, where we kind of go through all the games, the box scores, everything like that. Bishop Sankey, who had a pretty solid season for us. He lost his starting job later on in the season, but he's still a very good player. I don't use stiff arm a whole lot. I really need to get better with it. Trucking could definitely help out. Let's go ahead and put some points into trucking here. And unfortunately, it didn't increase his overall at all. Of course, that doesn't matter a whole lot with me. Pass block. Yes, we do need to increase the pass block, because when we roll out on that left side, sometimes we're getting sacked there. And that makes sense for sure, rolling out. But hopefully we can get his pass block up a little bit, and maybe that could help us as we move forward into the future. Marcus Mariota, we got some points to work with, and deep accuracy is something that we need to get up there a little bit. That's going to move him to an 81 overall, which I think he actually kind of played better than that anyway, over his overall rating for the game. Marquestin Huff, a guy I liked a whole lot, big-time playmaker. Again, defensive players, we're just going to continue to focus on their awareness. That'll move him to an 83 overall. Once we get his awareness up, we'll start focusing on zone coverage and things like that. Dorn Dickerson, a guy I like a whole lot. I definitely like to have him back. His run block, I don't feel like I have him on the field a whole lot in running situations, but he does get some time there. So let's go ahead and move his run block up. Brandon Spikes ended up being a pretty solid pickup for us there. Played pretty solid for us throughout the season. I guess play recognition for him. Hit power 95. Definitely like that. That's why he forced a few fumbles for us there. Andy Levitre. Again, focus on pass block with him, I think. Now to move him up 2 notches. That's pretty good. Avery Williamson, a guy I like a whole lot. Got a lot of plans for this guy in the future. We're going to continue to focus on his awareness here and make sure he knows where to be when he needs to be there, so we don't give up so many big plays next year. Derek Morgan led our team in sacks. The guy did a great job. Good zone coverage there. Do I want to improve awareness, or do I want to help him get more sacks? He's already getting quite a bit of sacks. I really need to improve all of our defenders' awareness, guys. We gave up so many big plays this season, and a lot of that's lack of awareness. We cannot afford to give up plays like that, or we are never going to win games in the long run, mostly on the road. Our team at home, they kind of showed up to play. We'd go on the road, and the crowd would get to them. Something was going on, because on road games, our team just could not find ways to win. We won our first road game of the season against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. After that, we didn't win a single one the rest of the year, so definitely have a lot of stuff we need to improve on. Catching, I should get his release up, but we'll put his catching up there for Delaney Walker. Going down the list, Dorial Green Beckham, release. He didn't have enough points to work with. All we can really focus on is his awareness there. Didn't have a whole lot of points, and the progression system is much more difficult to work with this season, which I actually kind of appreciate. I think it's going to be a lot harder to get all these incredible players. I remember over the course of our Crusader franchise, by the 6th, 7th season, whatever, we had like we had more than that. We had like 15 quarterbacks that were like ranked 95 overall or higher. And I think that's not really cool. There's an elite quarterback needs to be an elite quarterback. There's only enough room for a handful there. So overall, I definitely like that the progression system makes it more difficult to do this. Here's my thing right now. I like Ken Wisenhunt. He is a great coach. I really do think he's a good coach. I like his schemes. The thing I have is, do I want him, or do I want to make a move and try to pick up Thomas Single? Obviously, I like Single quite a bit, and it gives us an opportunity to bring in our own head coach. Now, Ken Wisenhunt didn't really get a fair shake here in Tennessee yet. You know, we exceeded expectations this year by making it to 8-8. That said, I really don't want to miss out on a coach like Thomas Single, a guy I like a lot. But I don't really want to get rid of him if he's not doing anything wrong there. Scout, one thing with the Scout is let's see. DL strength, I don't care so much about. I fired him. Regression's bad for you. I kind of just want to clean house and get a new staff here. I want to bring in my own guys. I want to have a world-class regression. Obviously, that's the best to do. Means our older players are going to be staying good for a while. Scout, you know, I need to scout something other than defensive line strength. I need a guy that can find other things than just that. Ken Wisenhunt, I like as a coach. I really do. I want to bring in Thomas Single. You know what? It's a new city. Oh, this sucks to do. It's a new city, guys. We're going to a new city. It's a new team. We're becoming the Columbus Aviators, and we're taking a fresh start with us. Ken Wisenhunt, again, he's a good coach. He's going to find a job elsewhere. I don't doubt that at all. I wish him the best of luck. I really would like to have him on my team. But I want to see if I can bring in Single, a guy that we worked with before in previous franchises and a guy I like quite a bit. Let's go ahead and check out the stats from around the NFL. First of all, let's get to the awards, the Week 17 awards, see what we got going on here. Roddy White, McPhee, Alex Smith, and Curtis Lofton. 16 is it Curtis Lofton? I think it is. I probably messed that one up. 16 tackles, a sack, and a fumble force. McPhee with 3 sacks and 11 tackles. Roddy White, 9 catches, 207 yards, 2 touchdowns. Alex Smith, 22 of 35, 223 yards, 5 touchdown passes. We did already see this, I believe. Yeah, we did see that. Yearly awards. Let's get to it. Let's find out who did what. Here we go. Russell Wilson wins the MVP award at a 12-4 record. Aaron Rodgers coming in at number 2, Drew Brees 3, Phillip Rivers 4, Ben Roethlisberger at number 5, Tom Brady 6, Tony Romo 7, Joe Flacco 8, Marcus Mariota, the rookie quarterback, coming in at number 9, and Alex Smith at number 10. Coach of the Year, we got Brady Leland for the Saints, going to be number 1, Jason Garrett 2, Mike McCoy at number 3, Griffin Murphy at number 4, Chip Kelly 5, Pete Carroll 6, John Harbaugh 7, Mike McCarthy 8, Gary Kubiak at number 9, and Jim Caldwell at number 10. Here we go. Let's start off with the NFC. Russell Wilson obviously winning Offensive Player of the Year. Aaron Rodgers 2, Drew Brees 3, Adrian Peterson coming in at number 4, Marshawn Lynch 5, Tony Romo 6, Mark Ingram at number 7, Eli Manning at 8, Jameis Winston 9, Cam Newton at number 10, Defensive Player of the Year. Clay Matthews for the Packers getting that award there. Bobby Wagner for the Seahawks at number 2, Michael Kendricks at number 3, David Hawthorne at number 4, Stephen Tulloch at 5, Rolando McClain coming in at number 6 there, Connor Barwin at 7, Darrell Washington at 8, Luke Kuechly at number 9, and Michael Bennett going to be number 10. Offensive Rookie of the Year, the number 1 overall pick, Jameis Winston, coming through to win the award. The Buccaneers did only go 3-13. This is going to be very interesting because while he might have had an okay season to win Offensive Rookie of the Year. You know, he obviously did pretty well. And because they have such a bad record right now, they are going to get another great pick to put next to him. I don't know if it's going to be offense or defense. It looks like they found their offensive captain. Maybe they're going to go defense this time. I don't know. Or maybe they're going to find another wide receiver to give him, another weapon for him. Maybe a running back. I don't know. They're pretty set at wide receiver right now. But it'll be interesting to see what happens with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Todd Gurley going to get number 2 on this list. The Rams went 4-12. Amir Abdullah coming in at number 3. Matt Jones, number 4 for the Redskins. Kevin White at number 5 for the Bears. Nelson Agholor. I can never say this. I know what it is. I'm just not even going to try. Agholor? I don't know. My bad. My bad. You guys know I do this. He's going to come in at number 6 for the Eagles. Jamison Crowder at number 7. So a few Redskins players on this list. Mike Davis For the 49ers, coming in at number 8, Cameron Artis-Payne at number 9, and Ty Montgomery, number 10. Defensive Rookie of the Year, we got Demarius Randall for the Packers at number 1. Trey Waynes for the Vikings at number 2. Eric Kendricks also on the Vikings here at number 3. So a few Vikings players on this list. Now keep a close eye on these lists, guys, because these players are going to shape these franchises as we move forward. You guys know my series. You know we're going to go long into this. And so it's going to be interesting to kind of see how these players take form over the course of a few years. Jalen Collins at number 4. Tart for the 49ers is going to be number 5. Vic Beasley Jr. at number 6. Thompson going to be number 7 for the Giants. Eli Harold coming through for the Niners as well at number 8. Quentin Rollins going to be number 9, and Bryce Hager, number 10 there for the Rams. Going to scroll through these lists kind of quickly right now. Probably a lot of players that we're going to expect to see. Jameis Winston at number 7 there for the Buccaneers, so pretty solid draft pick there for them. Let's see if we have a rookie over here. No rookies on this list. Again, Falcons 1 and 2. Man, that's pretty crazy that they have the first and second best wide receiver at a 4-12 record. Interesting that they both had monster seasons and they still could not find a way to win. But again, we're just going to look at the Cowboys owning it. And Packers have quite a few players on that list as well. Again, we're just going to scroll through kind of quickly here. This is going to be a longer episode just because we have so much to do. So I apologize for that. Because we still got to check out the AFC awards as well as the stats for the entire season. So Captain Munnerlyn, a guy I like quite a bit. Kicker Phil Dawson coming through at number 1 there. And down the list we go. All right, on to the AFC. Le'Veon Bell winning Offensive Player of the Year for the Steelers. His teammate Ben Roethlisberger, number 2. Phillip Rivers, 3. Tom Brady, 4. Bishop Sankey coming in at number 5 for the Tennessee Titans. Wow, what a good season for him. Alex Smith at number 6. Marcus Mariota, the rookie, coming in at number 7. Ryan Tannehill, 8. Andrew Luck, 9. Joe Flacco at number 10. Defensive Player of the Year, C.J. Mosley for the Ravens. Brandon Marshall for the Broncos. Preston Brown for the Bills. Manti Te'o coming through on this list. DeQuell Jackson, Donta Hightower, Chandler Jones, Demario Davis, Derek Johnson, and Telvin Smith rounding out the list there. Offensive Rookie of the Year, the number 2 overall pick, Marcus Mariota, making it happen for the Titans there. Melvin Gordon going to be number 2. Dorial Green-Beckham for the Titans as well, coming in at number 3. Jalen Strong for Amari Cooper, 5. Javorius Allen at number 6. Ajayi is going to be number 7. David Cobb, who got some time late in the season, coming through at number 8. Wow. He did not have much time this year, so it's going to be interesting to see, really. Must have been a pretty weak class based on that. Bryce Petty for the Jets at number 9. And Chris Conley going to be number 10. Defensive Rookie of the Year, Marcus Peters for the Chiefs. Bud Dupree on the Steelers. Mario Edwards Jr. coming through for the Raiders there. Kevin Johnson for the Texans. Maldine with the Jets. Perryman, Geathers, Anderson, Chiquilo, and Richards rounding out the list there. Best quarterback, Phillip Rivers, number 1. Marcus Mariota coming in at number 4. Again, we're going to start scrolling through these a little bit faster now. Bishop Sankey, the second best running back in the AFC. Once we changed the sliders around, he really did start to struggle a little bit more. We didn't kind of see the same success from him. So I don't know how much we can count on that going into next season. Obviously, I was very, very happy with what he gave us this season, but it'll be interesting to see for the future. Evan Mathis, a great free agent pickup for us, coming in at number 5 on the best offensive line list. That was definitely a huge help to us. J.J. Watt, only at number 6 there. Wow. Linebackers, let's see who we got. And I was hoping Morgan would make the list. No such luck for us there. So going down the list, Marquestin Huff is going to make it for the Tennessee Titans at number 10. Kickers, down the list we go. Obviously, our guy's not going to be on there. We missed quite a few kicks. All right, so moving on to stats. Here we go. Marcus Mariota, over 4,000 yards, 31 touchdowns, 21 interceptions. He really struggled late in the season. He had an incredible first half. And then in the second half of the season, again, we kept adjusting sliders and things became much more difficult. Overall, though, for a rookie, we cannot complain. He had a good rookie season. And as long as he continues to learn and grow from here, we have a quarterback of the future. Charlie Whitehurst filling in for Mariota when he went down. 1 touchdown, 3 interceptions. Rushing the ball, Bishop Sankey, 4.7 yards a carry, 1,600 yards. We did run the ball quite a bit with him. He was a workhorse for us. And he also got 9 touchdowns, 8.4 yards a carry, 400 yards for Mariota with 6 touchdowns. Dexter McCluster, 4 yards a carry. Cobb down here at 3. And no other rushing touchdowns for us there. Who had, where was Doran Dickerson, 4.2 yards a carry. Receiving the ball, Bishop Sankey led our team in receptions too. Again, I really like using the running backs out of the backfield. And that's part of the reason he is so high on all those lists. He did a great job there. So he had 2 receiving touchdowns to go with 9 rushing, 11 touchdowns on the season for him, and over 2,000 yards for him. A great season for Bishop Sankey. Dorial Green-Beckham got over 1,000 yards receiving and 8 touchdowns. The rookie making it happen for us. Delaney Walker with 5 touchdowns. Let's go ahead and just click this now. 8 touchdowns for Dorial Green-Beckham, 5 for Delaney Walker, 4 for Dexter McCluster and Kendall Wright, 3 for Hakeem Nicks and Craig Stevens, 2 for Bishop Sankey and Doran Dickerson, and then Harry Douglas had a reception as well. We already saw Mathis had a good season for us there. Marqueston Huff leading our team with 148 total tackles there. Sacks, we got 11.5 for Derek Morgan, 7 for Brian Arakpo, Daquan Jones coming through with 5, 4.5 for Sammy Hill, 3.5 for Avery Williamson, Damian Stafford with 2.5, Casey getting 2.5. We're really hoping to see more from him, but our run defense was phenomenal, and he was a big reason why. Zach Brown, 2.5 sacks, 1.5 for Cersei, and 1 sack for Brandon Spikes. Interceptions, 4 for Marqueston Huff and Parrish Cox, 3 for Stafford, 2 for McCourty, 1 for Arakpo, Cersei, Ray Wilson, Griffin, and DJ Morg. He got his late in the season there. Fumbles forced, 3 for Derek Morgan, 2 for Spikes, 1 for Huff, Cox, McCourty, and Cersei. Fumbles recovered, 2 for Huff, 1 for McCourty, 1 for Williamson. Blocks, no blocks on the season. We did get a few safeties, though. Derek Morgan and Sammy Hill contributing there. Only 1 defensive touchdown, the fumble recovery by Avery Williamson there for us. Moving forward, kicking, 21 of 26 for Ryan Suckup. Punting, average of 50.2 yards for Brett Kern. Kick returns, 24.9 yards per return for Trey McBride, 24.2 for Dexter McCluster. Punt returns, 11.3 for McCluster, and 13 on Trey McBride's 1 return. Let's go ahead and check out the NFL really quick. And we'll look at yards first, and I'll probably just scroll through these. You guys can see the top 7 players here. And if you want to see more than that, well, I can scroll down really quick, and you guys can just pause it on whatever you'd like to see. Winston had 22 touchdowns to 9 interceptions. So we definitely did a horrible job in terms of throwing interceptions, especially late in the season. 38 touchdown passes for Rodgers, 36 for Roethlisberger and Breeze, 34 Romo and Rivers here. Interceptions, and Mariota tied with the lead. And again, a lot of this came over like the last 5 weeks of the season. We definitely started throwing more interceptions. Now, we did get a lot of touchdowns in that time. Jay Cutler, you know the Bears are getting ready to move on from you, sir. Wow. Not a good season for him. And hopefully as we move forward, we can make better decisions with Mariota. Rushing the ball, Bishop Sankey has quite a few more carries here. But also 1,600 yards. Adrian Peterson getting 1,600 yards on 294 carries. So, 50 less carries. And he's right behind him there. Unbelievable season. 5.5 yards per carry for him. Rushing touchdowns, 16 for Darren Sproles, 15 for Le'Veon Bell and Marshawn Lynch. Reggie Bush on the 49ers with 14. Blunt and Niall Davis coming through with 13. Peterson, Fred Jackson, C.J. Anderson, and Justin Forsett each with 12. D'Angelo Williams on the Steelers now with 11, going down the list here. And then we'll check out all the 10 rush guys as well, including Melvin Gordon, the rookie there. All right, moving on to receiving. Roddy White leading the NFL in catches with 103. That could be, that's a skewed stat, unfortunately. Touchdowns, 11 for Marcus Wheaton, and Antonio Brown. So 2 Steelers leading the way here. They're tied with quite a few other players, but still pretty impressive to see that. Jeff Janis. Who is this guy? Where did he come from? 11 touchdown catches for the wide receiver out of Saginaw Valley. Wow, Demarius Thomas with 11, Jimmy Graham with 11 on his new team, Des Bryant 11, and Jeremy Curley coming through with 11 as well. We'll check out the 10 reception guys. Wes Welker, who signed on with the Ravens, had a very good season, 1,300 yards, 87 catches, and 10 touchdowns for him. Terrence Williams on the Cowboys there. T.Y. Hilton and Jeremy Maclin rounding out the top, the 10 touchdown receivers. Blocking. And we'll move on to defense. Demario Davis leading the way with 165 tackles there. Sacks, 16 for Everson Griffin on the Vikings. Nick Perry, 15.5. 13.5 for Wilkerson. 13 for Suggs. Ryan Davis with 12.5. Donta Hightower with 12. 11.5 for Derek Morgan. Jeremiah, I will attach you. I don't know. I'll mess it up. There we go. You guys know who I mean. You know what I meant with 11.5. Alden Smith with 11. Alan Bailey with 11. J.J. Watt with 11. Ryan Kerrigan, 10.5 with Von Miller. 10 for Connor Barwin and Mario Williams. And that's going to round out the top, the 10-plus sack guys there. Interceptions, 7 for Sean Smith here. Vontae Davis coming through with 6. Quite a few players with 6, including Revis Island, Ladarius Webb, Alteron Verner, Rogers Cromartie, and Nate Allen. Quite a few players here with 5 as well. Unfortunately, our guys only had 4. So we definitely need to get more involved with interceptions next season. That's what I'm hoping to find in the draft. Fumbles forced, Greg Toller leading the way with there. Maxwell and Brown each with 4. Fumbles recovered, Brown, Donta Hightower, and Chris Conte each with 3. Blocks, we got J.J. Watt, Barkevius Mingo, and K.J. Wright. Safeties, 3 for Muhammad Wilkerson. Wow, what a monster season for him. Tamba Ali there. And sometimes our players are going to get glitched out of this stat. Joe Hayden with 2 defensive touchdowns. Barron with 2 defensive touchdowns. Deshaun Goldson, Webb, Scandrick, Williams, Abdullah, Williams, Dunlap. I'll just scroll down quickly. There might be quite a few of these guys. All the way down there. You got the picture. You know the picture. Coming through over here. Wait. All right. 30 of 33, and Prater had 30 as well. Prater on the Lions there. I didn't even realize that. In terms of average, Brett Kern leading the way there. Kick returns, DeMaurice Johnson with 2 kick returns for a touchdown. DeMarco Murray with 1. Odell Beckham Jr. with 1. Jamal Charles, Randall Cobb. A lot of star players returning kicks here. TJ Graham from NC State. He had a big touchdown reception against us. Ty Montgomery, the rookie for the Packers here. CJ Spiller, Amari Cooper, Golden Tate, Tavon Austin, Scandrick, Des Bryant. Oh man, there's quite a few kick returns there as well. Punt returns, let's see what we got. Touchdowns, and 2 for CJ Spiller, 2 for Golden Tate, 2 for Julian Edelman, Antonio Brown, Curley, Jamal Charles, Eddie Royal, Percy Harvin, and Tavon Austin contributing there. Guys, that is going to be it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed this season. If you did, please smash that like button. It helps me out a lot. As you see here, had we won the game against the Colts, we would have been in the playoffs. Instead, the Jaguars are taking over. We were so close. We could have had it, and our young team just couldn't win on the road. For the wild card, we have the Steelers and the Chargers, the Lions, the Saints, the Broncos, and the Jaguars, and the Eagles, Packers. That is going to be it for this episode, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Smash that like button if you did, and I will see you guys with all the news through the postseason in the next video. Later.